Hey everyone, uh, let's see how many people we have live. Anyway, just the stream is going to be posted on YouTube, so you guys can check it later on as well. Well, we got two people live, but anyway, just later on, as always, the videos are being watched on YouTube. And as you have seen, guys, I've been recently posting on YouTube Shorts. I've been using TikTok as well, trying to post some information about crypto and Mochain and lots of great stuff. There were some videos actually that had crazy amount of views. This one reached 1.7 thousand and this one 1.8 thousand. We got also 5 to 6 more subscribers. I think it's going good so far. It's great to just talk about crypto and have some content put out there. Also with more space, since we are trying to do these live shows almost every day and trying to get people as near as possible to crypto and hopefully to Mochain as well. I hope the video is looking good. I don't know. I have made a really crazy setup over here just as soon as I could. Well, we have also some great news on Twitter. We had a great thread posted by a very good friend of ours on the group. As you can see here, it was a really great thread. I think for about 25 to 27 messages. Threads on Twitter. It was a really long one, and I really appreciate you, Crypto a la carte, for taking the time to explain everything about Mo, about reviewing us, and giving your honest feedback about us. Makes me very happy. The thread has been going almost viral. It's at 5.5 thousand views so far, and yeah, it's really great. It's really great. So you make sure to follow Crypto Holocord on Twitter, and he's always posting really great projects, great information about crypto. It's not a shitcoin promoter or stuff like that. It's all everything. It's reviewed before, just like he reviewed us. So make sure to follow him on Twitter. So what do we have new about Mochain? Well, as I told you the last time, guys, we had an update about the pre-sale, and I told you that it's possibly gonna be 15th of April next month. But so far we haven't made anything official yet because there is something behind the scenes that I actually want to tell you guys as well. So we have been in contact for quite some time, and most of the sorry, just let me this out. We have been in contact since last year for DAPSI with Gate Exchange because they wanted to have a listing of our token back then on their Gate startups section. But because of the market wasn't doing that good at that time, so we decided to try on another time and see if we could launch our project. Later on, it we went with our own blockchain. We developed a lot of products after that. So lately, I've been in contact with them as well, and now this time we want to try to apply for listing our blockchain directly with Gate Exchange. The thing is that firstly we have to go for the pre-sale section that they have. It's a startup section where a lot of projects apply for funding. They raise funding and they can get listed directly on Gate Exchange. Gate is a really great exchange. Actually, I personally use it myself, and they have this startup section that it's perfect for projects like us that want to raise a very good amount of funding and also hopefully reach very good communities out there, very good investors that are looking for good projects to invest in. During this time, we have been in contact with them, and actually they require a lot of information so that they can know more about us, how is the token allocation, and since we haven't launched yet, they have to check the tokenomics. They have to check information about the roadmap. What are we gonna do in the future, and how everything works with us, what kind of utilities we have. So this is very important to get listed on such a big exchange. That's why so far yesterday night I could provide all the information required, uh, so that they can check everything and they can see if we are fit to launch with them. I think we are actually, with all the products that we have been working on, we have a lot of great stuff that I think it would be perfect for most of the investors on Gate Exchange to check us out and see what Mochain is about. That is why so far I haven't provided actually an update about the pre-sales yet, because it's gonna be in two phases. It's gonna be either one of these ways. If we are accepted by Gate Exchange, then we will continue with a listing on their startup section, and then we have to see what kind of rules that we have to follow and how everything works. And that is one way that we can go, and we can, for example, try to reach an amount of funding and launch with them directly without launching on a launchpad or something like that, or a DEX, to make it more easier for you to understand. And this is the way when it comes to Gate. So when we launch with Gate, it means that we do only one pre-sale and it's going to be with them. So you can just basically register on Gate Exchange. You can buy you can invest directly. You can buy the coin directly with Gate Exchange, and that's it. That's how it works. If and only if Gate Exchange doesn't approve what we are doing, doesn't like what we are doing, or we are not fit for their platform, or whatever the reason is, we have the other way that we can do with our community. We can do 4 pre-sales, we can do 3, 4, doesn't matter, depending on the scale that we want to, what kind of let's say, top of funding we want to achieve, a ballpark. So if we are going on our own, then it means that we have to go with one of our partners, that they are a marketing agency, and with their help, we launch several phases, several stages of funding, until we reach the launch on a launchpad, the centralized launchpad, and make everything so that everybody can buy and sell the coin. This is more different compared to Gate, because when we go with Gate, it's way easier. We can go with them directly. We do only one phase. We set a ballpark when it comes to funding, a hard cap, and we can get funded directly on their exchange, and everything can work only on Gate Exchange until we decide to do another raise to launch on another exchange, and etc. etc. This is, we have also on our allocation, when it comes to coins, we have saved enough coins to support another listing on another exchange, several listings, because that depends all on how our coin is performing. And if we have enough in allocation, we can use that to get listed on other exchanges, because I'm already in contact with several exchanges, but Gate is one of the biggest. So I would I would be more than happy to have us listed directly on Gate Exchange. And also, when it comes to our products, we have included GateChain, Gate Exchange. By the way, they have their own blockchain, and we have included them on our. We provide support for GateChain on our projects as well. The wallet, for example, provides direct native support for Gate Chain, and also the escrow platform has been deployed, and it's going to provide also stablecoin support for Gate Chain as well. And we are looking also in the future to provide as much, let's say, as much support as possible for their blockchain, because they have really cool utilities and really cool products on their blockchain. So why not? We can just uh, work together things out and try to reach as many audiences as possible to provide our products. We also have CryptoWare in the middle. We are looking also to provide support for GateChain also in CryptoWare as a form of payment. For example, everybody who buys a T-shirt or who buys an NFT T-shirt, they can pay directly with GT uh, Gate tokens, and they can purchase directly with that as a form of payment. We can also provide support for several stable coins what they have in their blockchain, and also tokens that they want us to implement. uh, Besides CryptoWare, we also have Movinci, which is a multi-chain NFT marketplace, and where we want to also add support for gate chain, so that they can have so that people that are looking to deploy NFTs directly on gate chain, they can use Movinci directly. Movinci, as you know, guys, it's multi-chain. We are looking to provide support for several blockchains, including GateChain, as I just mentioned, OKX, MoChain as well, PompChain. Those guys have been really helpful and trying to work with us out as well. And we have also some other blockchains that we want to include in the matter, such as Phantom, Avalanche, and other EVM compatible blockchains, since the platform, the smart contract works only for these topical blockchains. So far we have been trying to support GateChain on everything, and also hopefully we might achieve this let's say listing on their startup section, so that we can raise enough amounts in funding and continue building more great products, such as the payment service that is coming after, Dotmo domains, and the video platform that we are bringing after on as well, which is like something like a kind video to earn app. But I'm gonna just say more about that later. Don't want to reveal everything at the moment. It's pretty soon. So that is why I've been a little bit more behind on everything, because I'll have to wait also for other people to provide information, so that we can continue with the best way forward. Anyway, as you already know, we are still on a pre-bull market phase. There is still more things to happen in the market. We are not yet there, so that we can see Bitcoin near to 69,000 or more after that. And there is also a lot of fear in the market, because banks are collapsing one by one. And I hope they all collapse, because we don't need banks. We have crypto. And the more banks collapse, the higher Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are going to go, because most of the people are going to see and are going to understand that actually Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are the main way to use for the main tools to use for payment transactions, to use for to let's say, like, call them as assets. They can save and buy assets in crypto. There are so many utilities that crypto has, which actually the banking system doesn't have, because, as you all know, the banking system is a closed system. It's a corrupt system that doesn't benefit anyone besides their owners. And I've always tried to keep it as simple as possible when it comes to the banks. When you deposit money in the bank takes that money and invests it somewhere. And if they lose that money on the way, they're gonna blame you. Or if they blame themselves, the government is gonna bail them out, and the government is gonna print more money to bail them out, and you're gonna be left with inflation plus the money that you lost in a bank. So that's why the system, it's all corrupt. We don't need banks. We actually should work as hard as possible to provide better financial solutions in crypto, and try to give freedom back to the people. That's why Bitcoin exists. And in no way you should compare Bitcoin to banks, and in no way there is Bitcoins have a better future than Bitcoin, because when the system is corrupt, it doesn't matter how good the banks can be. And also don't get fooled for the CBDCs that are coming, because they're still coming from the government and from the banks, which is same shit, different day. I don't know how to emphasize it better, but as I can say, I think that you should stay as far as possible from these kind of currencies, even if they come from the government or if they come from the banks. And the thing is that it doesn't matter. For example, you should see it like this: you the banks have been around for a long time, and never in no case have the banks supported or helped nations, population, humans, people, I don't know what to call it, so that we can continue and have a better life in the world. And don't forget that there are 25,000 plus people every day dying from hunger, and everything comes from the money, because the money actually is not free. Anyway, back to crypto. So as I mentioned, guys, we have this thing, and with Gate Exchange for the startup listing about MoChain, and I have tried to push the guys so that they can give me an answer by the end of this week. And that possibly, it's, I think it's 20, today's Wednesday, then we have 24, 26th. That means it's 26th. I might get an answer, I think, on Sunday or possibly Monday. And if not, I'm gonna try to see if we are gonna get an answer fast. Otherwise, we can set a date a little bit more in the future, maybe 20th of April, so that we can continue with our pre-sales if Gate Exchange doesn't want to continue with us about the startup listing. So this is so far when it comes to MoChain, and I have an ETA about launching the escrow platforms about next month as well. I suppose they're going to be before the pre-sale that we're going to hold. And yeah, also something that I forgot. Sorry. If Gate Exchange approves us to continue for the listing, for the startup listing, then the listing is going to be possibly 2 to 3 months after, depending on what date we agree. I think May or possibly June, because still it's going to require some time for us to do some marketing, reach more audiences, try to prepare for the launch, and this takes an amount of time because marketing is always like that. But this doesn't make any difference from the pre-sales that we want to do ourselves. Let's say if Gate doesn't go with us, then we are going to do the pre-sales, and the pre-sales is going to take time as well. Let's say we're going to do an initial pre-sale for early investors on 20th of April. Then the next pre-sale is going to be in May, and then the next one in June, because also the marketing agency, they need their time to reach as many communities as possible, try to get the word out, and this usually takes time. And as you guys know, it always works like that. We don't have a button that we can just switch and everybody is going to come around and try to be part of our pre-sale. And yeah, the market has been also I think the market, it's regulating himself. Investors are becoming wiser and wiser. They are not falling anymore for projects that don't have any value, or are basically with a very small amount of utilities. And I hope that we are going to that point that investors become smarter and smarter, until we see that meme coins are not going to have the success that they usually have, and trying to get to shift all that amount of money to the projects that really matter. Not because we are developing MoChain, but there are a lot of projects out there that actually need that funding so that they can create the best utilities that might bring more adoption to crypto. And meme coins might help in a way, but most of the funds of meme coins, they end up on developers that actually they are not developers. They have just created a token on a blockchain, and they use that money to spend it somewhere on, I don't know, trips on Vegas and other stuff like that. We have heard a lot of stories. and usually that money doesn't help to advance crypto in a way, and it's money wasted also by investors that have just heard because meme coins are might bring you a lot of money. They fall for this kind of projects. There are some really cool meme coins actually out there that are doing a lot of work, and they are bringing a lot of utilities. Because it's a meme coin doesn't mean that it's a bad coin, but there are a lot of coins that actually have no value, and the people behind them, these coins have no intention of helping crypto and have no intention of trying to bring something really cool into this space. Their only intention is to make as much money as possible, forget that shit coin, and then go to create another one and create another meme coin, try to get community up, and try to repeat the cycle over and over again. This money, it's always not entering crypto, but it's always getting out of crypto, because a lot of founders and a lot of people that are creating projects, their sole intention is to make money, and it's not to bring something cool to the space. That's why you have meme projects that have no utility, but they're very much hyped and reach up to 100 million to 200 million market cap. And that's money wasted, because if it doesn't go for something to develop really something cool in crypto, I think the people behind meme coins, or people behind some projects that are really hyped, they might have the best intentions, but you have to know something in the space. You have to bring something to the space, and I've seen, for example, some founders that were actually, I don't know, so had some kind of work that had actually no connection even with the internet, and they end up saying, yeah, we are starting a project because we have this develop and that to develop. And that's actually for me hard to understand, because the computer world, it's a bit different, and you have to know how softwares work, and at least have the idea. For example, I'm taking myself as an example. I do not know how to code. I don't know how to program in several languages, but I can read code somehow, and I can understand how things work, and I can understand also what has to be done so that we can get a product out. It's a different story if something gets hacked, if there's bugs in the code. That depends on the developer, but someone has to have, not because it's me, but I mean, because of my experience that I've worked most of the time for about, I think, 2007, 8, so far till now. I haven't worked actually for a boss or something like that. I think it has been the max 2 years I've worked in these 30 years. So I've worked only 2 years for somebody else, and most of the time I've worked for myself. And those 2 years also have been optional, because I had to save my visa, and I had to create the papers, because I rely not on my home country but somewhere else, and I had to put in the work so I could get my residence in another country, European country. So I get the idea that most of the founders might have the best intentions, but usually, as far as I've seen, most of the projects that have gone really wild are with founders that have they don't give a don't, don't care about the project. They just care about to get the money out and just run to create another project. Anyway, long story short, it's I hope that crypto investors get to a point that they understand what is happening in crypto, give a chance with their investments to projects that really matter. And yeah, it surprises me how a project, for example, a project like CheckDot, it's a really very unique project that provides security for your holdings in crypto, provides security when you invest in somewhere else, or provides security when a coin doesn't, for example, lately like USDC depacked. And still, there are projects out there that actually have no utility, have no use case, have no product out, and they have 10s or 20 times, 30 times the market cap of CheckDot. That's something that Jeremy, for example, it's a genius. So the thing, what he is building, it's something really cool, and it surprises me that that most of the funds don't end up like in projects that want to do really something cool that actually make crypto a better place, because check.'s use case, it's really great and it provides security in crypto. So why not one should invest in a meme coin and not invest in a project like check.? That's anyway. I hope that the investors get smarter and they read more and they understand that there are some projects that are really important in crypto, and hope that they don't fall for the fake dreams that with $20-30 you might be a billionaire tomorrow, like it happened with with a very small amount of people in crypto. But the stories that we never hear are the stories of people that have lost their house, they have lost everything, they are in debt because of crypto, and usually it's because they invest in these projects that I mentioned, and they go and buy at the top. It's sorry, it's a very tough lesson to learn, but that's how it works. So you should never fall for hype. You should always check what the project is about, and you have to see some ground behind the project. That it's not a simple words on paper, but actually the people behind the project know what they are talking about, and yeah, that's what I think. Well, Ahmed, Ahmed. So actually, no, I'm not Greek. I'm just in the border. I'm actually Albanian. So we are just neighbors. But yeah, Greeks and Albanians, we go a long way back. We come from the same tribe, but living in two different places. Well, yeah, guys. So, uh, what can we talk about more? Well, the amount of funding that we want to raise with Mochain, it differs when it comes to going with 4 different pre-sales, and also when it goes with GateChain. As you can see here, also on this section, there are a lot of projects, for example, that they go for minimum amounts like 100,000, but as it says here, they have raised. Sorry, they have raised for about 35 million. I don't know if this is actually possible, because if they are providing, uh, well, I think actually yes, but the way how it worked, it was that it has a minimum cap, but it doesn't have a maximum cap. And actually, I haven't asked the. That's very nice of me that I haven't asked. Well, but yeah, information. We have to do this and we have to do that. We just see the listing and we think that yeah, well, if we get listed, it's good to go. But anyway, I'm just gonna ask the guys. Let's see how everything works. I think that they provide they provide something like how many tokens do you want to put out there and how much is that, and that's not a problem for us because we already have put the allocations in place. How many tokens are we getting out, and and how many tokens are getting out. So we have thought to follow initially a 70-30% allocation. That means 30% goes to initial holders of DAPSI plus DAPSI and Contracto plus the left amount. I think the amount that it goes to DAPSI and Contracto holders, I think it's about, see, I have it here, 72 million, if I'm not wrong. 73.3 million goes to DAPSI investors, DAPSI and Contracto investors, and we have an amount left of about 226 million that it's going to go on pre-sales and everything. And as you guys know, the investors from DAPSI and Contracto are very, I would call them ancient holders, and they have come a long time ago, and they have believed in what we are doing, what we are trying to do. Even why with DAPSI things didn't go like we wanted, still we are not giving up, and we came with more strength and with more products and more great stuff to build. And also DAPSI is going mobile. Contracto is not continuing because there are other for example, there are other projects like Checkdot that are providing smart contract scanning, NFT scanning, malicious addresses scanning, and we are trying to get Dapsy on a different shape and let use it as a kind of wallet and also as a platform similar to Telegram that you can chat in groups and also you can chat with each other. But the beauty of it is that you can send crypto to each other, and that's the really cool thing about it. We still have a lot of work to do because the project is really complicated, but we want to achieve this as a milestone and to get Dapsy back stronger than how it was before. Anyway, so yeah, crypto Alucard. It's an Alucard. How do you say that? Sorry, because it's a bit hard for me to say. Great explanation of many things. I see you have well thought about everything and talking everything from the head. Hats off. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, this is what I do 24/7, and as I told you yesterday, that's for me. I wake up at 11. I'm not a morning guy, so I wake up at 10:30, 11. The earliest maybe it's 9:30. Depends when I slept. If I slept at 4, and if I wake up at 10:30, 11 till 6 or 5 in the morning, I'm only here on 5 screens. I had more, but I removed them because I was going crazy. So yeah, uh, this is what I do every day. So I love what I'm doing, and I love the projects and everything that we are building. And it has been for 2 years now that I do this like 24/7. I don't have any other job, work, or something like that. That's why I'm always online, because this is my focus and this is where I want to achieve success. And I've told also to the guys in the group before that if the project doesn't achieve what I always wanted the project to achieve, then I think I'll quit from computers. I'll quit from crypto. I'll quit from everything that has to do with internet or something like that. And I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna do cooking or kitchens, or I don't know, something that has no connection with internet. So for me, this is a career killer or a career maker. That's how I see this. I'm all in on this, and all the guys in the group also know it. It's not a side hustle or something that I'm just trying to do because I have some work that I'm getting paid, and I'm just trying to do something because I like it. Actually, I love what I'm doing. I love the projects. I'm 24/7 on this, and I hope that we achieve the success that Mochain and also the community deserves. Not because of me, but because of the community. And as you guys know, it's for me it's more important that the communities gets it's more happy, and they get what they deserve. They get products that they can use. They understand more about crypto, and hopefully in the process they avoid banks as much as possible. We have also users from Iran. We have Pedram. We have Hojad. Really great guys. The best guys that are from Iran are in my group. And Hojad, for example, sorry, with his analysis with Bitcoin, he is 99.99% correct most of the time when it comes to Bitcoin price predictions and how the market is gonna go. So we want to have a multinational community where all people join together and hopefully run away from the banks and never get back to the corrupted system. Anyway, back to Gate Exchange. As I told you guys, I don't know how these guys work with everything, because that comes on a next stage. But as you know, I've already made the allocation and I've told them how many coins we can put for sale. We also, besides the 226 million that we have set for a pre-sale, we also have another allocation of 200 million coins that we want to use for other exchanges. As you all know, we have been in contact with OKX because of the products that we have. On our products, we provide support for their blockchain, and they also have a startup section in their platform. Let me just show it to you guys. I think it's OKX startup. Let's see. No, this is OKX, not OLX. Oh yeah, it's OKX Jumpstart. Uh, yeah. So we are actually for quite some time in contact with OKX. It was referred by a very good friend of mine. They are building a kind of DEX with Web2 futures, and you can just use, for example, fiat to buy any coin out there in several blockchains. It's really cool future. So on Jumpstart, it works exactly like GateChain, and I've saved some coins when it comes to this purpose, so we can get listings also in the future, and we don't have to buy the amount of coins that we want to launch with an exchange, or get them to buy that amount of coins so that we can launch. We have to save some coins beforehand. We have in treasury, we have marketing wallet, ambassadors, wallets, coins for ambassadors, and for other purposes as well, also for incentive marketing, because the video app that is coming, people will make coins, will get awarded in coins when they post videos in an app. And the top of what I want to achieve with that video app is that you can deploy the video as an NFT, and you can trade that NFT between the app. But I just said it here, I hope nobody hears it. I hope nobody sees this video. Anyway, so as I told you guys, I hope we can be worth also listing here on OKX. OKX, it's one of my favorite exchanges actually, and I use them both on web and also on mobile. And what they have really cool is that they have a platform here that is actually inside the exchange. And as you see, you can go directly to the NFT marketplace, you can connect your wallet, and you can buy directly, like as a non-custodial platform, you can buy directly here NFTs, or you can trade, etc., etc. And the beauty of it is that OKX, they have their own blockchain, but they also provide support for other chains, and they are also bringing a new chain this, I think, the end of this month. So they have really cool stuff, and they are following like a logic that I'm also following, which is provide products for other blockchains, because in the end, it doesn't matter if it's our chain or if it's some other chain. If they are using our product, that's what matters the most to us. And it's not kind of a greedy way to say that, yeah, you just have to develop with us, or you just have to go with us, or we don't provide support for any other chain. The most important thing is crypto adoption, and also people getting away from banks, as I told you. So this is a really great feature from OKX, and I don't know if I can access my account here. No, I have it on the other one. But actually, it's about CryptoWare. I'm just waiting for the approval so that they can approve us, and we're gonna have the CryptoWare NFTs directly for OKX. As you guys know, we also we have some really great T-shirts when it comes to OKX as a chain and also as an exchange. Just give me a sec. So I think these are the. Let's see. It's a white paper. Let's just check some. I think it's supposed to be here. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we have OKX for their blockchain. We have different designs, and all these designs are going to be as NFTs, and the NFTs is going to be a huge number, but not a very huge number when it comes to producing, I don't know, 100, 200,000. The whole thing about the CryptoWare, I don't know if you have seen the other videos, guys, before. With CryptoWare, it means that this design here is going to be owned by someone. So whenever somebody buys the NFT here on the marketplace on OKX, they are going to own the rights of this product. So whoever buys this product might get sold. Sorry, this product might get sold for about, I don't know, 1,000 times to 2,000 times, or even 100,000 customers might buy this t-shirt. And for the time that they buy this t-shirt, it means that for every sale, the NFT owner makes a percentage, and it's gonna be shown here down below for how many times this t-shirt has been sold, and also how much profit is the NFT owner making. And this always gives value to to the NFT because this NFT might be, let's say it's called as the owner of this design that is being sold on this website or on CryptoWare, for example. We also have other channels that we can use to sell these products, which is Amazon, Etsy, and eBay, and other channels. And hopefully, it would be good if we can end up on a site like what was it called? It's about merchandise, but it's more in Germany, I think. And they are really great, you know, like there are only big brands over there, and we can provide some really cool stuff. And this is not it. Besides that, the NFT owner makes a profit from the sales of this t-shirt. Also, the t-shirt is unique. As you can see, this is t-shirt from me. This is ours. It's actually, I love the quality. It's really great, and it has also some design behind, but I don't want to attach like remove my microphone. I think you can see it. So it has like really great unique designs that we provide, but also the t-shirt, when somebody buys, they can also provide a wallet and the wallet has ownership of this t-shirt on the blockchain. I think I have the water here somewhere. Yeah, give me a sec. I didn't forget like the last time. So the whole idea is to make clothing with ownership. There is no brand out there today that provides ownership of clothing on the blockchain. And we have the smart contract for it. We can provide like information of who has this t-shirt, where was it, when was the t-shirt bought, and where is the location that the t-shirt was sent. And also we provide ownership for the piece of clothing that that is being sold. And this makes it great because no one can sell you, for example, if they buy this t-shirt and sell it to a market, we are not there, they can they can verify if the t-shirt is legit or not, so nobody can copy what we are doing. The t-shirts have also QR codes most of the time, and if it's not outside, it's going to be on this section here on the inside, which you can also verify the ownership of the t-shirt. What's coming next for CryptoWare is that this QR code that you see here, which is also the NFT, this is for NFT owners. Whoever has the NFT will also have ownership of the QR code over here, which means that whenever somebody scans this t-shirt, they can change the link to something else. So they can provide, for example, let's say that an influencer is buying a t-shirt. He bought the NFT, QR NFT. And he has a lot of followers that provide, that follow him. So they have bought the t-shirt from CryptoWare or another market where we are. And the influencer can tell them to scan the QR code because they will get, I don't know, 10% on something. They might get $100 sign up bonus for Binance, OKX, Gate, something like that. So they can use the QR code also for marketing purposes. So we have all these cool stuff in a simple clothing line, which makes us imagine how nice. And give me another sec. So imagine how cool the crypto makes stuff and the blockchain technology makes a product with all this stuff. Like you can have unique products, clothes. They are verified on the blockchain. You can check them, and you get a profit based on it. And you can also use it for marketing purposes. It's a really great feature that it's actually only done by us. I haven't seen any other company provided something like this. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully, let's see in the future if we are able also to be on the jumpstart of OKX. I haven't applied yet. because I'm already in contact with OKX, but I can apply and we can get feedback for our project. Sorry, and see how we can go from there. But so far, our only intention for the moment is to have a launch, because the community has been waiting also for quite some time. So I think we aim at Gate Exchange first if they want to have us, and if they don't, we have always the centralized way to go and raise enough funds so we can continue building more great stuff. So yeah, this section on Gate has actually been quite active for quite some time, even when Gate had another branding. When they had the other branding, and I've been also checking these launches for quite some time, and they have like really crazy amount of raises, and it means that in the bear market, it's not that people do not invest, but they invest in a different way, and they try to find projects that they can make an amount of profit. So yeah, let's see. Anyway, well, we have some, for example, some NFT platform. For example, let's say this one. So they say they asked for 150,000, and they have 7,000 people that have raised 22 million, and this is crazy. An NFT platform in Japan with more than 100,000 pieces of NFT sold and over 150,000 times of transfers. Weird way to say it. Based on decentralized smart contracts that provide one-stop NFT solutions for high-quality content. So our huge features include mystery box, auction, marketplace, fusion mining, and OVO will deliver super avatars to the metaverse in the future. Well, seems nice. I don't know what's different from the other. I'll just have to check what they provide more. But yeah, we got Movinci, so we have multi-chain NFT marketplace and we can launch. We can have a lot of features on top of it. So this is just one side of us. Yeah, they have also a giveaway. Great. Well, that's a great amount of funding that they got. It's really huge. We are not looking for that much. Well, I hope we reach that much, but what we're looking about is to start with up to 500K. Well, the marketing agency that we are in contact with, they have a kind of uh, let's say data that they provided us, and we can go up to 5 million if we can, and if we have what it takes. But yeah, a huge amount of funding also is, let's say, requires like a lot of tokens, and it might affect the chart negatively. There will be a lot of people that are looking, they're gonna look to dump, and there are, for example, problems when it comes to being listed in several exchanges, and you'll have to see how much liquidity is needed for each. So it's a kind of it's not that I'm not up for the game, like for the challenge, but it's let's say we have to focus more on hiring people and building products rather than getting traded out there. So I think going for an amount of 22 million or 30 million or 15 million, I think it's more than we can chew, but we are up for the challenge anyway. Well, hopefully it's gonna be good. Hopefully we are gonna be accepted. If not, we always have a way, guys. We're not stepping back. We always continue on our journey. And don't know what you guys think. If you guys are hearing me, we have 3 viewers here on Twitch, I think, or is it total? I don't know. So if you guys can hear me, or if you have any questions or anything else, I can reply, give an answer directly. Because next I have to start with videos, and I have to do some kind of marketing content for our channels, and also cut this video so I can re-upload it so you guys can see without the music part that I just put in the beginning or in the end. Well, this is what when it comes to when it comes to the launch. I'm sorry, guys, if you want this to get out as soon as possible, but remember that it's the destination, it's not the focus, but it's the journey that's important. And if we are gonna go all the way and try to build as many products as possible and try to get to hit things at the right time, I think we are up for a great future in the next 5 to 10 years, and we have a lot of things to deal with. So you don't have to worry if it's May or if it's June or if it's April next month, or if it's going to take us 4 to 5 raises. We might do more raises in the future if we are in need of funding, or hopefully our products are going to generate enough, let's say, funding so that we can continue and not waste our coins with venture capitalists or investors, outside investors, because you already know that I'm not very fond of them, because their intention is that if they throw 500 to 1 million to a project, if they get 2x, they don't care. They just sell all the coins and go away. And that's their main intention. It's not about getting the project out there and trying to build something really beautiful and something that people use, but their intention is money, and we don't have the interest, like, let's say, a cross of interest where we share the same vision. That's why I'm not that very fond of venture capitalists or outside investors, even sometimes angel investors. They want to hand you over 100,000 and they want I don't know, 2 million in about 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And yeah, this is how I think about it. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you guys like VCs, but the way that I see them, well, at least you might like them because you might make some return on investment on your investment and then you go away. But what I'm left with is a huge debt, or bosses over my head that tell me where to go, what to do. And yeah, so you should see it also on my point of view, that it's not actually that they are interested to help us, but they are interested to make as much money as they can and also use your investments so that they can make money, because in the end of the day they don't care what the project is doing or if the community is happy with something or not. Anyway, this is my point of view when it comes to venture capitalists and outside investors. Well, we have several options actually. I've thought of something, because you already know that we already have an entity already registered in UK for quite some time, for about 4 years now, and maybe we might have a way with venture capitalists in a like, let's say, this strategy that we can accept investments, but not in coins or not by handing them out something, but by making our products profitable and sharing some revenue with them if they are willing to invest in us. So this lives the coin out of the bureaucracy of the rules and what they might decide on something. So it makes like, my intention is so that the community takes the decisions on everything. And as I told you also in the beginning, that I want you guys to be, as a community, I want you guys to be the ones running everything, and also being able to make changes also in the company. Because as I told you, maybe I go crazy one day, or maybe something happens, and you have the right and you have the strength as a community to use the DAO for everything, so that you can guide the protocol and not leave it in my hands, or maybe my hands get tied from investors and I can do something. So that's why I want you to have the power on everything. Doesn't matter what the consensus of the protocol is, because there is always a way to make things decentralized. So yeah, that's what I think about this. Uh, well, anyway, I think we are in good we are in a good journey. Still, we have still more things to do, and we got still a lot of things to achieve product wise, and getting things out there. And I'll be trying to do more live shows and more videos. I'll be doing videos on TikTok and also on YouTube Shorts. You know that I'm not a fan of these videos anyway, but we need to do everything so we can get the word out for ModChain. And if you guys would do the same as I'm doing, uh, we will make a difference, and I'm sure of it. It doesn't matter if it's a video, it doesn't matter if it's a comment, it doesn't matter if it's a tweet, retweet, everything helps. And I really hope that you can take action as we are all doing when it comes to the team. Sorry. And also newcomers, that we get ModChain out there and try to make this a success, because this is, as I've told you before, this is not for me, but this is for all of us, so we can get the word out there and be proud of what we have built and what we stood for, that we have also we could survive one of the, let's say, that the hardest bear market that I've ever seen in the history of crypto. So we should be proud of that as well. So yeah, I think with all being said, I think you guys can check the video if you haven't followed the live, this live. You can check. You can also let me know on, or for anything, or if you have any questions, you can let me know on the Telegram group, and I'll be online like always. And let's see what news we're gonna get now from Gate, and let's see what the next steps are so that we can continue and getting ModChain out there. I'm just gonna put some music for you guys, and I'm gonna continue with the other work that I have to do. If you have anything, in the Telegram group, you can just tag me, and I'll be there for anything you need me, for any questions, whatever. Okay, guys, good. So let's put some music for you guys, and we'll be live on the next days. I just something else. We want to do a live show with Jeremy of CheckDot. I really want to see and want to hear what Jeremy is thinking and what his vision is about CheckDot, what is happening behind the scenes, about the new chain, some really great updates. I would like to hear everything from him. I'm just waiting for his approval when he has the time so we can do a really nice podcast and talk about crypto and everything in this space, about the bear market, what CheckDot is offering, what they provide, how they are helping crypto, and hopefully have a really nice chill show so we can learn more about crypto and also CheckDot us for sure. Okay, then we put some nice music, and we'll see you on the next show. That is gonna be, I'm just gonna notify the group about it, and also on the channel, so we can have a really nice next show on mospace.app.